Hello there, everyone. Welcome to Mrs. Guevara's Story Corner. I'm Mrs. Guevara, and I'm so glad you're here today. Whether you're one of my kindergartners from my school or one of my viewers who've been watching all along with us, I'm so glad you're here. Let's take a minute for some heart outs. Special to my girl, Sophie. What a learner, what a sweet big sister. She's been doing projects and baking. Great job, Sophie. And Fletcher, I've seen you out there reading, learning to ride your bike, playing outside. Adam, you are doing awesome as well. Cooper, way out in Arizona, but still one of my boys. I'm thinking of you. Lucas, heart out to you for reading, for working hard every day. Well done, all of my boys and girls. Everyone who's been doing some e-learning or just every day getting up in the morning and learning with us about responsibility. Hey, we forgot somebody. How about my special helper? Who's my special helper? Special helper, let's find out. Well, who's here today? I see Sabrina June. Junie. Yay, I'm glad you're here today. Welcome to Mrs. Guevara's Story Corner.
Thank you.
What did you bring today?
I brought Baby Shark.
Oh, Baby Shark. You know what we're going to have to do now, right? Sing the song. Might be a little different than the one you know online. This is the one we do in kindergarten. Ready? Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark. Sister shark, do 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 do. Sister shark, do 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 do. Sister shark, do 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 do. Sister shark. Mama shark, do 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 do. Mama shark, do 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 do. Mama shark, do 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 do. Mama shark. Daddy shark, do 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 do. Daddy shark, do 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 do. Daddy shark, do 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 do. Daddy shark. Grandpa shark, do 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 do. Grandpa shark, do 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 do. Grandpa shark, do 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 do. Grandpa shark. Then we'd have to stand up if we went on and did. You show them. Great white shark. There you put. Oh, this one. Great white shark. Do 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 do. There's great white shark, and after that comes person swimming. Do 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 do. Person swimming. Do 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 do. Person swimming. Do 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 do. Person swimming. Shark attack. Do do. Do 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 do. Shark attack. Do 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 do. Shark attack. Do 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 do. Shark attack. Oh, that song goes on where it says, "Got my arm, got my leg." It's good balancing.
Got my other arm.
And they grow back, and then you have to do the last verse, which is swim away, do 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 do. Swim away, do 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 do. Swim away, do 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 do. Swim away. Safe at last. Phew! Baby shark didn't get us after all. This one's a funny one. You can actually put a finger right in his mouth. Ooh, and it doesn't even hurt. We brought Baby Shark today because our book is Shark Lady. But before we read this nonfiction story, it's a biography about a girl named Eugenie Clark. And she really learned a lot of cool stuff learning about sharks. But we've been talking about responsibility. And before we read our story, I want to tell you about when I was a little girl, my dad was a judge. And he was a special kind of judge for families. He was a family court judge. And that means that he would help children who didn't have forever homes get placed in the right home. And he also worked with kids who didn't always make great choices. And you know what he told me about responsibility? It was kind of remembering what we learned yesterday. We learned yesterday that responsibility is doing what we should do over what we want to do. So hard when we have some things that we really want to do, but then we have a job or something that's important. We call it like kind of main dish.
Yeah.
And my dad, when he was a judge, he talked about how he would have some kids come into his courtroom who had done all the things they wanted to do, thinking it would make them happy. And he said he could always tell if they had been doing not what they should do, because they would walk into his courtroom like this, kind of slumped over with a sad face, and maybe even embarrassed. And he said, what a difference that when some of those kids changed their mind after he talked to them, he'd wear a black robe and he had what's called a gavel. And he would talk to them and say, you know what? It's time to make a change. I'm going to give you about a month to change. And you know what? When they would come back, do you think they would still be really grumpy?
No, I think they'd be like happy, like.
Yes, they were standing up tall. If they had changed from doing just the things they wanted to do, like not going to school or not following directions from their moms and dads, if they were doing this like all the bad things and that they wanted to do, they changed to doing what they should do. He said they'd stand up nice and straight and they'd be so proud of themselves with a smile. Yes. I think we can learn something from that about responsibility. I wonder if Eugenie in our story does some things that aren't necessarily easy, but things that she should do and how she feels when she does that. You want to hear about her?
Sure.
Okay, let's read Shark Lady.
Shark.
The story of how Eugenie Clark became the ocean's most fearless scientist. Do you want to switch to the other chair and you can see a little better? It's a great story. If you look at some of the details of it, you should check it out yourselves because it has a lot of good details. We won't be able to read all of them today. It was Saturday and Eugenie wanted to stay at the aquarium forever. She's a little girl here. She wanted to smell the damp, salty air and stare at the glittery rainbow of fish. She wanted to keep watching her favorite animals.
The shark.
You read that side.
Eugenie pretended she was walking on the bottom of the sea. What it would be like to swim with her sharks, to breathe underwater with gills of her own. More than anything, she wanted to find out.
When summer came, Eugenie's mother took her to swim at the beach in Atlantic City. Stuffing sticky gum into her ears to keep the water out, Eugenie dove down. The salt stung her eyes, but she didn't want to miss a single fish. Constellations of sea stars speckled the pebbled sand. She imagined a silvery fin standing strong on her back, slicing through the ocean current. Go ahead.
To others, sharks were ugly and scary, but Eugenie knew they were beautiful. As she glided through the cool water, she wished everyone could see sharks through her eyes. But the sharks were only in her mind. For now, Eugenie decided to learn everything she could about them.
So she dove. Look at her pretend little dorsal fin. This time she dove into books. Whale sharks, nurse sharks, tiger sharks, lemon sharks. Eugenie wanted to know about them all. She also joined the Queens County Aquarium Society as its youngest member. Eugenie's notebooks filled with sharks. They swam in her daydreams and on the margins of her pages. You can read that side.
At home, Eugenie's mother surprised her with an aquarium of her own. A 15-gallon tank was much too small for sharks, but Eugenie saved her allowance to buy guppies, clownfish, and coral red snails.
It felt as big as an ocean in her room. Their small apartment became an aquarium, a laboratory, and a sanctuary. As she grew older, many were still telling Eugenie what to do. Forget those sharks. Be a secretary. Be a housewife. Eugenie wanted to study zoology, but some of her professors thought women weren't smart enough to be scientists or brave enough to explore the oceans. And they said sharks were mindless monsters. Eugenie knew better. Her dream was as big as a whale shark. So again, Eugenie dove. She plunged into every course she could. Her laboratory became her home. From sunrise to sunset, she studied how fish grow, how they behave, and how they were put together both inside and out. Despite all of the people who didn't believe in her, Eugenie was becoming one of the smartest students in her field. Even after she earned her degree, many still doubted her. But Eugenie's work was just beginning. Eager to make discoveries of her own, Eugenie finally dove into the open ocean. In the Red Sea, Eugenie collected hundreds of fish, including 3 new species that had not been discovered before. It shows them there. On a research mission exploring the Palau Islands, Eugenie was diving alone when she encountered her first ever wild shark. She wasn't afraid. Instead, she thought it was beautiful. This goes on to show more about things and how she became the shark lady. Ooh, you read that page.
As her courage grew, she began to love and understand her beloved sharks more and more. But she never forgot many still believed that sharks were mindless killers. Because of their scary reputation, humans were hunting sharks all over the world. Eugenie knew that sharks weren't stupid or mean.
She was determined to prove everyone wrong. Can you read that page?
Eugenie fished through her mind and devised a brilliant experiment. Could she train a shark the way a person trains a dog? Were sharks much smarter than anyone knew?
They were. Eugenie was the first scientist in the world to train sharks and even learned they could remember their training for at least 2 months after. Doesn't it look like she's teaching this shark to eat and then press the buzzer and the bell? Mm-hmm. Yes. Sharks were not mindless killers. Sharks were beautiful. Sharks were smart. They deserved to be studied, protected, and loved. And Eugenie's dream was now a dream come true. Look how smiley she is. And this little girl's holding a stuffed shark that's so happy and smiley. At the end of this part of our story, it shows you some more details. And I encourage you all, look another one, a picture of maybe Eugenie with that girl and her soft stuffed animal shark. Every time you have a nonfiction book, there often are places you can get more facts about the main topic, which in this story, it's the shark lady and sharks. And just what we were talking about, responsibility. Mm-hmm. Eugenie had to really use perseverance to show responsibility. She had people telling her she couldn't do it, but she still worked hard and studied a lot. There were things that were trying to push against her, and she just kept going. I wondered if you could help us, Sabrina, to think about maybe whether they're kindergartners or boys and girls your age. Mm-hmm. How can we practice responsibility in our houses and in our lives? I spelled it out right here. It's a big word, right? It's got a lot of letters. And I made 2 categories for us because you go ahead and read the definition one more time.
Choosing what we should do over what we want to do.
So what we should do or what we want to do. Are you somebody who likes to make a list?
Yes.
Yeah, a to-do list. Sometimes we talk about that. A to-do list would be things that we need to do. But it also might be things that we want to do. Mm-hmm. So we have 2 parts of our list. The fun part about lists are when we check them off, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me maybe one thing that you should do every day?
Sorry.
Yes. Do you have
something I should do is...
Do you have a job every day that is on your list?
Well, I always try to clean my room.
Okay. Is that a should do, or do you like to want to do that part?
That's a should do.
Okay, so clean your room. Boys and girls, I'm wondering if that's on your should do list as well. Did you do that today?
No.
Oh, I was thinking we could put a check on that box. Okay, what's another one that you should do?
Well, I know that at your school, if you're one of my mom's students, then you don't necessarily have to do the work, correct?
But they have every day they're supposed to do e-learning. So yes. Should we put that on there? Put our learning of some kind. And maybe instead of saying that part, we should do some kind of reading.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done that today?
Yes, I have.
Do you want to put the check in the box? All right. Tell us one more should do that you have. Do you practice the piano most days?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so maybe practice the piano. Maybe one last one. Wait a second. Did you practice the piano yet today?
Not yet. I'm
Not
going to
yet.
do it right after.
Okay, what about down here? Do you usually try to get outside and play?
Yes, every day. I try to at least be outside for 30 minutes.
Okay, so maybe that's a want to. You think? Where would you put it?
Well, you should be getting exercise,
Okay.
but it's not, you don't have to.
Okay, so get outside. Have you done that today?
Yes, I have.
Okay, go ahead. Now, do you have something you'd want to put on the want to list?
I know I want to relax.
So maybe that would be relax and watch TV?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
I wanted to maybe do like a craft because lately I've been working on this thing called diamond art where you stick these tiny little diamond beads on sticky paper and it makes this cool art.
Great. And would there be maybe a third thing that you want to do?
I wanted to play with my sister, and I know I did that.
Okay, even just some kind of playing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, these are fun to check off, but isn't it a great feeling when you're
When you
like,
check this off.
yes, and this is all the should do's are just
Mm-hmm.
not hanging over you.
Yeah.
Part of you wants to skip this part and just jump right here, maybe to the couch and watch TV. But there is something about when we have those should do's still waiting that we're like, I can't totally enjoy the dessert because I didn't finish the whole main dish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I encourage you, Sabrina June, I know you can do it. You're a hard worker. You're such a smart girl. Boys and girls, so are you. To get those main dish to-dos, if your mom or dad or someone in your life has encouraged you, if you're thinking of something, you're like, I really have to do that, then do your should-dos. Have that smile that my dad was talking about, and then enjoy your want-to-dos. You ready to do that now?
Yes.
Okay, you're all my favorites, and I'm so proud of you. I miss you every day. Bye-bye,
Bye.
dears.